What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out.
But you know, those egos and shit, those falsified perceptions. Women on some shit, I gotta get about 4 or 5. Okay, they might want that. They might want that until they get that shit. They're not taking that shit continually on a regular basis. That's what they're not telling you. But when they're not satisfied on a regular basis, that's why they say, okay, I need about 4 or 5. You know what I mean? But when you learn that sex begins with the spirit, it begins with the spirit. Before penetration even happens, sexual encounter begins with the spirit. The souls have been synchronized and they have allowed each other to connect with each other. The mind has been stimulated. The man's intelligence balances with the woman's intuition. The man's rationale balances with the woman's emotionality. The man's objectivity balances with the woman's subjectivity. That connection becomes prevalent. The mind and the soul and the mind are now in sync. Then the body opens up like a flower when you touch her right. Because now she feels protection, she feels safety, she feels all this. Like, when you dealing with women who have not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you gotta eat the box for this, this, and this, and it takes some time to prime her up. You might need to accept the fact that her body, her physical being, fuck what she's allowing you to believe, her physical being, her shell, like all of that shit, her mind, body, and soul, who she really is, has not accepted you yet. Has not accepted you yet. You feel what I'm saying? And that's something that we need to teach our girls, need to teach our daughters. Yeah, we got to teach it to our boys too. Because when her body on all cylinders is not ready for this, she's going to have a bad experience with it. And if your first experience is a bad experience, you assume that this is just a bad thing, period. I've talked to so many women who have said that the very first time that they had it, it was horrible. It was trash, it was this. But because it was the first time, that set the standard for how they thought sex was supposed to be. You feel me? And then when they get that, they get that motherfucker that does all of that shit and takes it, they lose their motherfucking mind because the first time was not, the first time set a fucked up standard, then that standard got elevated. Now they're like, okay, this is what the fuck is supposed to be like. This is how you get addicted to it. This is how it becomes, you know, a problem in the future, in the long run, because these things have to be dealt with. You know what I mean? And then we teaching our sons that, okay, you just running the pussy. Running in the pussy like a crash dummy. Like that's not healthy. That's not healthy and it's not normal. Because at this point you're creating a fine line between sex and rape. You know, you have to sit down with your son and make sure he understands what sex is. Understand his physical body and understand a woman's physical body. Stop being bitch made and being scared of the shit. Oh, you're too young to know this. I'm gonna say it again. When your child comes to you asking these questions and you dismiss it, somebody's gonna teach that to your child. You feel what I'm saying? And in light of so many other things, like this segues into a reality that creates the cultic culture of sexual imprisonment and other shit like that. You know? Because when you create this level of entitlement that men are supposed to be able to do this, men should be able to do that, and then you see all of this other shit. First off, let me say this. I don't give a fuck if you black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, who the fuck cares? If you violate women, you should be put to death. Like that's the reality of it. There's no, you know, I don't want the bullshit ass argument of, well, if he was white, he'd get off of. Fuck that shit. All of these motherfuckers need to be beheaded. That's how I feel. That's what I'm going to stand to. That's what I'm going to honor. And I'm going to leave it at that. But the point of the matter is that when you start off with a sexual component and everybody, so, you know, if your child can't even talk to you about sex, you feel what I'm saying? When sexual acts happen to them, they're not going to come and talk to you. They're not going to come and talk to you.